Hi, everyone. Welcome to Your Connection to Spirit. And please welcome my wonderful co-hosts, SunPsychic Jean,
Hi, everybody.
and recently back from a trip abroad, Kigaru Spiritual Journey's own Terri Suzuki. Thanks for being here. I'm so excited today. It's like getting the band back together. We haven't read together for quite some time, so we're really, really thrilled. And thanks for coming, Jenny and Davy Jones and Bora Bora. We are so pleased that you're here. But let's just kind of take a little bit of time to let people come in. And Terri, tell us about the trip. How did things go, and how is it like? What's it like getting readjusted?
Yeah. Well, readjustment is hard. Everybody's so polite in Japan. Even in crowded areas, it's very polite. And it was hard to come back to even just in the airport where some people were fighting over their dogs. And I was like, it's really ugly. Oh, somebody had a dog on a leash and somebody had a dog in a crate, and they got too close together and they were making bad sounds, but the humans were making much worse sounds.
Welcome back to the life of high conflict in the United States, or at least unbridled or unmuted high conflict.
Yes. It's so muted in Japan. So as everybody probably knows, I have an Akia, an old Japanese house there I'm trying to redo. We're doing it ourselves, so it takes a long time because we can't be over there all the time. And the pace is picking up. We have all structural things done. We have I have the bathroom done, the toilet room, I should say, because they have separate toilet rooms and bathrooms. So it's completely different. And the outside looks nice. The house no longer looks like it has mange. Yeah. we last time I jolly padded, which is like plaster, the whole first floor, and then I painted the second floor this time. And then we took part of we resided the kitchen bump out. So now it actually looks like a house that's almost new. I mean, it looks like my sister-in-law. She couldn't work there every day with us, but she would come in like once a week and she's like, it's unrecognizable.
Wow.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
That's just great. Thanks for the report. And Gina, what's going on with you these days?
Well, that sounds like a lot of payoff of a lot of hard work. If you don't mind, Joan, I wanted to share this screen with everybody and tell them about the chakra healing workshop that's coming up on May 31st. Terry Renner from Holding Your Space is going to be presenting with me, and it's a chakra healing workshop. We're going to teach you about the 7 chakras. We're going to teach you about the healing method that we're going to be using. Then we're going to actually practice that method and go through a healing together. And then the last 30 minutes is for questions and answers, and it's going to be so much fun. If you want to just sit back and watch, you can sit back and watch. But I like to call it a workshop because I like it to be interactive. And I would really like for everybody to learn how to do this for themselves and for other people. It's a really fundamental, and I think more and more that our energy centers are going to be called upon. And I'm just really very passionate about it. So the way that you can register is right here on my website. It's sunpsychicjean.com/contact, or just go to my website and click on the contact link towards the top right under my picture. But it's going to be lots of fun. The class is 2 hours. It's $25 per person. And if you become a member of my YouTube channel, you get half price off of this workshop. The workshop will only be $12. I think the membership is only $4.99. So, you can do the math. But I want to encourage members to come in because I have so many fun things lined up for the members. And I have all these quizzes and little fun puzzles and funny things sent out to my members in my posts. I really love it. But anyway, let's get back to the workshop. It's 12 p.m. Pacific and 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, May 31st. If you're interested, just go ahead and register there at my website. And thank you very much, ladies, for allowing me to chat and tell everybody.
That sounds great. And Jean's a wonderful instructor and group leader. So I think it'll be a great opportunity. Well, I just want to remind everyone that we're taking questions at random and we'd like to have you present. So we'll call out a few names and make sure that you're here. It just helps us so much when you can respond and if we're asking, so does this make sense? Or if you can kind of get back to us. So it really helps when you're actually here. And let's begin. Let's start with Nancy Ray and then Davy Jones and Jenny A. Let me just write these down. If you three could let us know if you're still here. And Jenny. Nancy, are you here?
Hi, Sean G. It's been a long time. Nice to see you.
Yes, there's Nancy. Perfect. And Davy, wonderful. And all three of them, wonderful. So, and thank you for bearing with me. I haven't done this for a while. So I might be a little rusty on the technique here. So Nancy Ray says, hello, may I have a message from my spirit guides on what I need to know now to aid my spiritual growth? Well, that's a really great one to start off with. So thank you, Nancy, for the question.
First one takes a minute.
Yeah.
So let us connect to your energy there, Nancy.
Believe it or not, I got something already.
Go for it.
I should not be the one to be able to get it that fast because I'm out of practice. But Nancy, I heard from your guides right away, and they said that you're doing a great job. You're really on your way. One of the things I noticed is that as I'm looking at the stage that you're kind of on, you have a lot of opalescent light around you, which is that kind of opal rainbowy light, but it's in little teeny sparkles, that just means there's a lot of spiritual activity around you. And the one thing they said is that you're doing a really good job, but the next step that would help you get even further is to really monitor your thoughts. Monitor your thoughts for negative things, like when you're judging somebody. You know, we all do that where we just suddenly we look at somebody and we just make this thought, this jump, then it's usually not very nice. And they're saying they want you to monitor that a little bit more and try to basically, I guess, say you're sorry and acknowledge that maybe that's not quite the right thought. The other thing I got was that maybe you could use Terry Lee's windshield wiper technique. That often helps me because it's just a movement that reminds me, whoops, that's not really what I want to think. Just okay, that's what I got.
Go ahead, Joan.
Right away, when I asked about you, Nancy Ray, I saw a beautiful angel all in white, and she was holding a hot dog. And I said, really? And she said, yes. And she put mustard on it. And it's like, okay, what's this all about? And it came through that she's encouraging you to appreciate the little things and really take time to enjoy the things that you love, whether it's hot dogs, but especially enjoy the summer. And I think they're using the summer as sort of a metaphor for our lives, that it passes quickly. And so get out there, and I don't know if you like going to baseball games and having a hot dog or whatever, but take time to appreciate the little things, to really enjoy the season. And then I checked in again, and I saw like black patent leather shoes and like a little girl would wear with white anklets, and the frilly white anklets. And it's like, remember about when you were a child, when you were a little girl, what were the things, especially about summer, that you loved to do, and to just indulge in that. Or I'm currently moderating my thoughts now. I guess I need to do it more thoroughly. Well, they picked up on that. That's great. And so when I drew cards for you, this is about enjoying summer and all the good things. I got the 3 of Cups, which is, do so with friends and everything too. I got the satellite symbol about turn on your light and shine. And I also got the owl feather. So use your intuition and trust it, that you can tune into your intuition and it will help you find your way. But I hope that's helpful, and I hope you have a great summer. Jean, what did you get? Oh, we can't hear you right now.
Sorry. I think that right now you have a understanding that there's more to this world than what is seen and known, that there is much more unknown, and that you just knowing this and having this availability and this understanding is opening you up to more possibilities. I see that there is wisdom. I love that owl feather I see from Joan, that there's much wisdom all around you. And I'm not sure if you almost think like wise thoughts, like you get more bees with honey, or like, these like overarching kind of, statements about life. I'm not sure if you have these things happen to you already, or if you think these things. But they're also telling you that there's something that's going to not jar you, but like pull your attention away from the I can't, I'm not sure, my life, to that, like you're going to have these realizations and these aha moments and synchronicities and opportunities to ramp up. And it's not like you have to try and untangle all that's tangled. It's going to be your focus is going to be changed to something that is much that almost like not forces you to change your thoughts, but it'll entice you, and you'll be like, oh, forget all that trying and untangling. This is much more my speed, and it'll be like a new concept or idea or opportunity for you to focus on, and it'll really start enabling you to let what is no longer serving you to fall away naturally. I do see this coming up for you. Constant synchronicities. This is you them priming you, letting you know, Nancy, get ready. We're coming.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you, Nancy. Next up is Davy Jones, who asks, can I have a message from my spirit guide for me for the next 3 months? Let's see what we can get, Davy.
I see that if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. Unless you make a change, or change your vibration, or change your awareness, or your focus, or your opinion, or your judgment. So if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting, is what I heard. So that's what I got.
I got a lot of purple light for some reason, and also a lot of, it looked like it was purple light shining on a tree. And it felt like there's something building in you. And this building is going to take place over the next 3 months. And I think that just based on what that very simple thing I saw, it sounds like that um, you're going to have to be pretty active, like Jean just said. And because it also, the wood would suggest that you have lots of good, strong strength there, but also that there's some sort of adventure afoot. It just felt like there's adventure coming for you, that you're the next 3 months will be interesting. So
Nice. Davey, when I tuned in, the first message I got was zoom out. They showed me a picture of you looking at every grain of sand in your hand. And they said, the answer's not there. You have to zoom way out. And then from far above, you can see that all the grains together make the hills or make the sand dunes or whatever. And you can get a bigger picture to kind of, if you kind of zoom out from it. And then go back to what do you believe? What are your basic principles and values? What do you want? What's important to you? And they say, then start building the support around that. And then they showed me a ship being built on the ground or on the land. And there was this big wooden support system holding it up until every last piece was put into place. And then the support can come down off and then it can go out to sea. But now it's a time to zoom out, coordinate whatever is going forward with your own personal values that you only see from up high, values, beliefs, blah, 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 all those things, the basics, and then build a support that is based on those for your venture going forward. And for cards, I got the Archangel Metatron, who says, remember who you are, which sort of supports what they were saying earlier. So I hope and he says he understands. Wonderful. Thank you very much. All right. Next up is Jenny A. And then after that, the Crone Zone and James McMillan, if you could let us know that you're here. And Jenny just wants a general reading, which is great. Let's see what we can pull in.
I feel like you're making progress here, Miss Jenny. I feel like you have overcome some challenges in your life and you've turned the corner and starting a new chapter. And they want you to not be afraid to reinvent yourself. And, you don't have to change anything physically, but you may start wanting to not wear, like if you always wore a certain type of shoe, you may change your mind and start wearing something different. Or just like your persona or your energy, I feel is going to change with this new chapter in your life. And I feel like there's an ease to it, a flow to it, and a grace to it. And they want you not to be afraid to change things about yourself and don't worry about what other people think.
that is so interesting, Jean. I got a very simple message that said she needs to work on her etheric body, that she's made a lot of changes. So your etheric body is your kind of your energetic, your spiritual body. And to me, it almost seems like when I think about the etheric body, it's almost like a cloak over us. And so work on the spiritual things because you've been doing really, really well. You're really moving forward. And yeah, and you may have to look that up. I know that one thing that I like to do when I'm working on my etheric body is our old teacher, Susan Lynn. She has a meditation online on YouTube where that she does this meditation where she goes through and cleans all the different layers. And one of those layers is the etheric body. And it's a very nice meditation. So I would consider looking that up and doing that as well.
Nice. Jenny, when I tuned in, the first thing I saw was a clear, drinking glass with water in it and a soda cracker right next to it. And I heard back to basics. And it gave me the idea that this is like an elimination diet, but not a diet, but for your overall well-being, to just go back to the essentials and add in one thing at a time. Because later on they were saying, well, now you can try a grape and now maybe a little slice of red pepper or something like that. So I'm not, and one of the basics is love, especially love for yourself. And then, so eliminate the things that could be upsetting you. Like if you're all confused about, oh, which way do I go? Let's just go really back to basics and then try one thing at a time. Spirit, can you add anything to this? They're just showing me like a stair, take it one step at a time. And they're showing me a staircase. And one of those things might be nature. I've got the Archangel Ariel who's suggesting connect with nature. And I also got the Condor, hold the highest vision of your life. You now possess the ability to move past any hurdles. So kind of when you go back to the cracker and water, think about it, what it is that you really want, and starting from the basics, manifest what your highest vision is. So I hope that was somewhat helpful. And next up we have Priscilla from the Crone Zone. Oh, just saying hi from Palm Springs. I'm sorry. I thought that was a question.
She does have another message right here.
Okay. I'd love a message from my guides. Perfect. Thank you. I told you I was a little rusty here. All right.
I hope you're recording your downloads that you're receiving while you're on this adventure, and or just your experiences, because it's going to, not that it's going to go by in a flash, but it happens faster than you think. So they're asking you to record these important aha moments. It's important for you to share what it was like or what it is like. I feel like you did receive information, and I don't want to say codes, but like downloads or just frequencies when you were there, and it may just be frequency and vibration. And along the way, like they knew you were coming, and I think you received some information along the way, like when you stopped off and slept over in wherever you were. I feel like you even before you arrived at the sacred place, that along the way you were receiving some information as well. So let me know if that makes sense to you. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting from them just the image I keep getting is wind in your hair, wind in your hair, that you're just breezing along here, you're enjoying the warm wind, but there's a freedom that they're saying you really are going to start feeling even higher. And the only other thing they said is that you might want to get a little book if you already have like a little journal. They kind of like you to note a joy a day, like write down something that brings you joy that day. And I have a feeling there's a reason for it. I think it has to do with some of your shows.
Beautiful. When I tuned in, I saw you driving along and the van that you were in. Oh, yeah. She said, yes, ma'am, I'm recording my wanderings, and it makes sense. That's perfect. So I saw your van going along, and there was a big, huge arrow on top of it with the feathers on this side and the point on this side. And um, it will point in any direction. And then it brought my attention to the fact that your tires are, there's air in the tires, so you're kind of floating on air already. And by accepting this this way of life, you have opened yourself up and are the trust you have in the universe is lightening you up to the point that you are more in touch and able to respond to higher vibrations, is what I wrote down. So it's like, yeah, you've taken a big step forward spiritually too. And when I drew cards, I got the Archangel of Constance, who says, bring heaven to earth, which is what you're kind of doing. And you got the robin feather. New growth and potential are on the horizon. Reach out and grab it. And also the Six of Pentacles. So there's the aspect of giving to others from the riches you're receiving now. I mean, the spiritual riches, and you're doing that through your work online too. So that's really beautiful, and we wish you all the best, Priscilla. Thank you for the question. And next up is James McMillan. And if Sarup Gupta and Pooja Gupta and Lisa could let us know if you're still here, that would be great. James, may I have a message from my spirit guides on how things will go for me in the near future? Definitely.
I see you collecting like hay or baling hay. So you're collecting things, you're putting things together, and it looks like a bundle. You're bundling things. So I'm not sure if you're saving things for later. I feel like you might be, bundling and collecting things to save for later. I think that you may be doing this type of collecting in the next couple of months. And I think that you'll have achieved almost like a reliable nest egg. That's what I see, that you're going to be able to rest on these bundles. So you'll be able to collect what is, he's saving money. I think that you'll be able to achieve and rest with the bundles that you're collecting. Mm-hmm.
So the vision they showed me is they showed me you gambling, like rolling dice. You were going to gamble. You were going to gamble a lot of money. And there's a freneticness, a fear surrounded it, like, oh my God, I hope this works. And, and I really don't think they're saying you should be gambling or anything, but what I got from them is that you should reach deep inside and pull on that sureness instead, more like manifestation instead of gambling. Make clear what you really truly want and how you're truly going to get there. And don't take chances. Don't gamble anything. Be sure about what you want and how you're going to pursue it. That that's what I got.
Wonderful. James, when I tuned in to you, I saw the image of a very famous image from World War II when the Marines or whoever were raising the flag on, was it on Iwo Jima? Just a very famous image. And it was coming to me that when they were erecting that flag, it's sort of like you will be achieving success in a long, hard-fought battle that's going on, and not literal but figuratively, and it will be sort of a touchstone for you for the rest of your life. So you're working really hard and long at something, and it's going to be successful. It's going to involve more than just you. I don't know if you're leading a team or if there's other people involved somehow. It's not easy, but it's going to be successful, and you're going to remember this for the rest of your life, and it's going to be kind of a touchstone, like, if I can do that, I can do whatever it is. Yeah, so that's what I got when I read. And then from the cards, I got the Wheel of Fortune, which often means it's turning in your favor. And learn, change, grow. This is the Archangel Raziel. So this is a learning experience. It's a growth experience. I think it's going to turn out just fine. I also got the Cardinal Feather. Stand tall and proud. See the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. So this sounds pretty important. So I wish you say it's been a long battle, but I'm getting the feeling it's going to be turning out in your favor, and it will benefit you now, but also in the future too. Because it's sort of like, geez, if I could, sometimes I look back and say, how did I ever run a marathon? And it's like that kind of a thing, except more important than running a marathon. Yeah. Anyhow, let us know how things go. And thank you for the question, James. And next up is Sarub. I hope I'm pronouncing your name somewhat correctly. May I have a message from my dad, Mukesh, in spirit? Wonderful. And James says, thank you. That's really relieving. Okay, we don't make promises, but to me, it seems like it's going to be a good thing. Okay.
Did he often scold you? He's coming through with a little bit of encouragement, but the encouragement is with scolding. Like, what do you think this life is all about? You need to start having fun and enjoy yourself and not worry so much. But he's doing it in a scolding manner. Like, did he do this? Is this his she's saying yes. He's very much like, why do you work so hard? Don't you know how to have fun? Enjoy yourself, relax, eat good food, blah, blah, blah. He's like saying, he's giving you this pep talk, but it sounds like he's scolding you. But he wants you to he says, live the good life, live the sweet life. He's saying, don't miss the sweet things in life, the good things in life, savoring a nice fine wine or cocktail after dinner underneath the stars in the warmth of the after the day is long. He's saying these moments you'll cherish forever, and they're priceless. He's saying don't worry yourself or pressure yourself so much that you can't enjoy the sweet things in life. And he could be talking about some dessert too. I don't know, something really really sticky dessert. I don't know if he liked it, but it's something to drink and a little sticky dessert. They go together.
Well, Saurabh, that your dad, Mukesh, is really strong. I was still kind of stuck in James's reading. I kind of was stuck there. There's a lot to unpack in that reading. And Mukesh just pushed the whole thing away. He just pushed it away and came right in. And he's very strong and cares a lot about you. And he is doubling down on what Jean said. He's like, get into life, just take life by the handles and keep going in it and do what you want. And he's really strong about that. He says he doesn't regret any moment of taking a chance and pushing ahead. It seems like he took many chances in his life with I'm getting a feeling like, you know, the successes he had in life. Now, they rarely talk about the successes that mean a better job, a better house, a better whatever, but he's saying he doesn't regret that at all. He doesn't regret the chances he took. And he wants you to live life to its fullest and don't regret any of your chances. And then he kept showing me this plaid. So this plaid may mean something else to you, but as I dipped in, there's a different kind of thing to it. So it's a kind of a sage green plaid with a medium-sized kind of gray line and then a beige line going through it. It's kind of a large plaid. And I'm like, well, what is this plaid? What does this mean? You know, and it's the connectivity of life, the connectivity you have with others, that you must value those connections. Don't give up on people easily. Value the connections around you as you're pushing forward. Just remember there's people around you too that need you. So
Beautiful. So when I tuned in, I saw your father, and he had like a Japanese fan that sometimes people would hold, especially women would hold them and kind of hide their face. And he said in some ways he shielded himself, like there was a barrier, there was some sort of not a brick wall, but a little bit of a barrier between you. And he's encouraging you to put that down and don't do that, because he wants to be in direct contact and in direct touch with you. And he's sort of advising you to not do that. He's trying to take the barrier he wants to remove it. Then my heart chakra just lit up, and he is just very, very sending you lots and lots of love, just lots of heartfelt emotion for you and lots of love. And also lots of encouragement. I got the duck feather, find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you, sort of appreciate the simple things. And he's encouraging you to kind of send out your ships and take action, and in life, and especially maybe in the business world, to have ideas and pursue them and just see what happens, and to kind of take chances. And also, I got the Archangel Jophiel. It's time to create. So he's again, just as the other ladies were saying, he's intimating that, TikTok, he's seeing now how fast life goes, even though he lived many years, and he wants you to take advantage of every moment of it, and to, during that time, know how much that he's with you. So I hope that those were helpful. And next is Pujaguta. Any message from spirit guides or angels have for her? Okay.
And Pooja, are you still here? Did she say hello? Oh, she said she is. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
All right.
Well, Pooja, I see right away it's your own spirit guides and angels that you work with every day. They're like, we're here, we work with her every day. Why is she asking you? And they're saying, trust us, you know us, name us, feel us, and call on us. They're saying they're all around you, and you do work with them, and you call them in to help you, and they're there to help you. And it may be more subtle than what you understand, but there's a belief that is necessary for with things that you don't see, don't hear, and it's there's a belief and a trust in them. So they're asking you to believe and to trust them, and they're saying you already work with us, you know we're around, but you're almost like saying, are you around now? Well, are you around now? How about now? Like you're wondering where they go and when you can access them. And it's all about your intention. They don't want to interfere with your human life and existence. They want to assist you on a guidance when you call on them and when you ask for the guidance. If you just it's your intention, it's your reciting to them every morning when you step your feet on the ground and you get up out of bed, and the first time you touch your feet on the ground, say, angels and guides, please follow me and guide me today and every day, especially on the days where I forget to ask. That's all you have to do, and they'll be there. Show me that you're in my life and that you're guiding me in some way. And any little sign, synchronicity, make sure you say, thank you, angels and guides. I know that's you. They just want you to believe in them and trust in them. And what this does is it sharpens that focus and brings you in that realm of them when you believe in them. And if you don't, they feel these blinders. And they're like, oh, she's not ready. She doubts. We don't want to startle her. We don't want to upset her. But if you say, I'm ready, I'm open, please show me and guide me. And in the funniest and the lightest way possible, whatever you do, just say it each and every day and trust. That's what they want you to do. But they're already around you, Pooja. You're doing a good job. They're saying you're doing very well with the connection. Okay.
Wow. I think Jean and I are just going to keep following each other and the same thing. They showed me you with them. They're all around you. They're there all the time. They're always with you. And they showed me a big tent surrounding all of you. There's a big rectangular tent. It's kind of beige with black fringe on it. And they said, anytime that she acknowledges us, anytime that we're together, anytime that she's acknowledging we're here, it's a party. It's a party tent. They're having a party anytime you're there. So I think that what they're telling me to tell you is stop thinking about things that might be happening around you or coincidences or whatever as potential punishments. It's not. It's a big party. They're so happy when you're there. They're so excited when you're there. They just want to be with you and work with you. And I think all of us should remember this. They're always happy to be with us. It's a party for them to get to be with us and to get to help us and get to be called upon. They love that. And they love you a lot.
And who just said, yes, some days when I forget to call upon them, I ask if they're there or not. So yeah, you got that. Pooja, when I tuned in, I saw you in this like beautiful white gown, and you've got a big crown on your head. You sort of look like a character, one of the people from the good witch of the east or the west or whatever, with a big crown and the white dress. And you had a magic wand, but then it turned into a conductor's baton. And so they're saying it's not magic, it's what you make of it. It's take that step to just kind of thinking about, oh, this is some sort of magical stuff, and turn it into action and compose the future or the whatever it is that you want, to realize that you've got the crown on, you've got the fancy dress, you're in charge of this whole orchestration, and you can orchestrate it any way you want. So it's sort of like learn to be comfortable with your own abilities and your own power. And you can do this. And when I pulled cards, I got the Archangel of Mercy, who's saying, cherish your sacredness. And the Goose, who's saying, your dreams and desires are calling you into action. The journey begins today. And then I also got from the tarot deck, the Knight of Pentacles. So he's the slow moving knight, about earthly things. So maybe there is a man coming into your life, or a man involved in your life, and he might not be coming rushing in to sweep you off your feet, but practical and grounded in more earthly things. So keep your eyes open for him, and then you can use your magic wand and decide what you want to do about him too. So thank you, Pooja. I hope that was helpful to you. All right. Let's see. Lisa is next, and then Pixie's Sacred Journey and Gray. And I need to write this down so I don't forget. All right. So Pixie and Gray, if you could let us know that you're here. Yes, wonderful. And is Lisa, I think Lisa said that she's here still. Yes. Okay, so Lisa, will I find a manageable resolution to my finances without having to file for bankruptcy? It's hard to get a second job because of my MS, of course. Yes, thank you for saying you're here, and Gray also. All right, Lisa.
I think you might want to look for professional financial advice there, Miss Lisa. I don't think you have to, just out of the gut instinct. I think that if you have, it depends on what kind of debt you have, and there's other ways around it, but it's not what you think it is. And I don't know if you've talked to somebody already, but other people will have other ideas. A professional financial advisor will have ideas for you and ways to manage. And I know that it costs money, but it's worth getting a professional advice, because nobody, and I mean nobody, would ever recommend a bankruptcy. You would have to have been, it would be the absolute, and I wouldn't even call it the last decision. It would be further than the last decision. There's no way. You don't have to do that. I'm not picking that up at all. So for you to find a manageable resolution, you would probably need, or what I'm feeling is professional financial advice, and somebody who is knowledgeable in that field and knows the resources that are available to you. But I'm not feeling that. I don't think that you have to do that.
I'm getting something kind of different, that what they're really keying me into is there's some sort of shame here. Maybe shame about getting to this point financially, or shame about the potential of bankruptcy, or shame because it's hard to work. I don't know, but they really want to heal shame in your life. That's what they really want to concentrate on. So let me just ask them, so what do you want to do about this? What should she do to heal the shame? They're telling me some affirmations are helpful for you to do some mirror work, look in the mirror, and let you say, I am worthy. I am worthy of this life, and I am a child of God. I mean, whatever you want to say that will make you remember that you are worthy. You're that you need to lose this shame part, because lots of things happen in our lives and we get to this point and sometimes we don't have a lot of control over that, or there's just circumstances that we don't get to move away from, such as like the MS. I just see them lifting this burden off your shoulders. But the burden has to do with shame. Just lifting it off your shoulders as if you had a yoke. And I just see these angels around holding the yoke and just taking it off. And once that's removed, and it looks like it's removed now, they want you to seek more solutions, just as Jean has said. Seek more solutions, because there is a solution for you. And then work hard not to let shame back in your life. Whenever it's a little bit like the reading I did a few before, where they said manage your thoughts. Again, as you're seeking out professionals or anything like that, if suddenly they say something that brings shame back, you're going to have to stop a second and take the thought out of your head. Use the windshield wiper if you have to, but shame is not serving you in this particular arena. So that's what I got.
Beautiful. When I tuned in, the first thing I saw was your shoe on a shoe. I'm assuming it's yours on a black line. Like on the gym floor when when you're going to school, these thick black lines that are outlining things, and your toe is not even just up to it; it's over it, but it's not. It hasn't crossed the line. So you're going to go right up to the line and maybe do some investigation. And a lot of attorneys, bankruptcy attorneys, they'll give you a free consultation and can tell you all about it. And I would say do that. Also talk to other, find other resources, debt consolidation people, but be leery of all of them. And maybe find someone who can support you in the search for the right professionals too. And then the next thing I saw was you juggling lots of balls. So there's all these different ways to approach this. Okay, so how is this going to turn out for Lisa? Yeah, and the next image I got just now was you're riding Pegasus. You're up above it all on a white horse with wings. So it's and I also drew a card and got you moving to smoother waters, the Five of Swords. So this is a difficult time, but things will get better, and the time is ripe for creation and connection. Focus your attention on these areas. So creating opportunities, connecting with others who can put you in touch with the right opportunities, the right resources. And in fact, here's someone right here, T. Lynn, bless you, saying, call the state attorney general's office, consumer debt department, or consumer department to locate a reputable consumer debt management organization. And Lisa was saying about bankruptcy, you don't want to. That makes sense. I do feel shame. Bankruptcy isn't always the worst thing, but you don't want to do that as your first option. Explore all kinds of other things. If you look up people who have filed bankruptcy, it's everybody from Thomas Jefferson to, lots of famous people have done this. And I'm glad to see that you were saying you're working on the shame part and have been juggling lots of things. Yes. We just wish you the very, very best. And maybe even if there is like an MS society that you could call and see if they have referrals. I'm sure you're not the only person who's been through this. So we wish you just the very best. And we ask everyone to send blessings and good energy to Lisa today.
Mm-hmm. And you can do it yourself. I'm going to put in a link to everybody's channel. This lady, her name is, I don't know her name actually, but her channel name is Vantastic with a V, V-A-N-N. and she does teaches you how to take care of your own debt. And if not, she can maybe find you a resource that'll help you. But I've been watching her and following her, and it really makes a lot of sense. I think you can do this yourself and teach yourself and get yourself out of that situation. You can also look on YouTube and find out how to negotiate down your credit cards, and find out how to do it. You can call them and tell them your situation and reduce down the debt and have them forgive the debt or reduce the debt. And credit cards are unsecured loans, just so you know. But there's a lot of there's many, 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 many things, but that would be absolutely the last thing to do. And it's not a, yeah.
Yeah.
You can do it. You can do it, Lisa. I don't
Yep.
care how dire you are, you can do it.
Wonderful.
I got one more thing to call in a financial management angel. If call in your angels, and remember, you got to say that out loud. You can't just think it. With your spiritual guides, you can think it, but with angels, you really need to say it out loud, even if it's just a whisper. But call in the title of whoever you would normally ask to help you with this. Call that angel in. Call a few angels in. Call in a lawyer angel. Call them all in. Just as Joan says, there's a lot of unemployed angels out there. Employ them.
Yes. When you said that, Terri, I saw an angel all with the wings and everything, and they had the green visor and the green band around their arm, like in the old movies for accountants. Yeah. Thank you. We wish you the very, very best. Next up is Pixie's Sacred Journey. May I have some guidance regarding a move to Nova Scotia? Interesting. All right. And Pixie, is this something you've decided to do, or you're contemplating it still? Let us know.
She's contemplating.
Okay.
I think it feels really good, Pixie. I don't know that you're going to stay there, but I think it feels really good. And you may even consider going there on vacation, maybe a month-long vacation, and do like a house rental or something, and see if you like the area, see if you like the people, see if you can see yourself staying there. I think that on a trial basis, in whatever way you can do it, I think that if you can find like a remote job, I don't know, you can find a job, but a remote job or whatever you do. But it's I think that doing a trial basis will give you more security than you putting everything and buying a house and then be like, I didn't know it was going to be like this. I'm not saying that you're not going to like it. I don't know, but I think it's important, if you feel the need and you have the desire and it's pulling you, I think it's important that you take it, take that opportunity and go there. And you can go for a week, but try for a month and see if you can really see what the ins and outs and what the life day-to-day life is. And then you can have a more educated decision or more experience to decide. Do you have any friends there? Do you know anybody that lives there now? Can they advise you, or I know it's absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, and appealing. But yeah, that's what I have.
Well, I just got a very, very good feeling. Like this is, and they said we go where she goes. So if you're worried about them saying no, don't do that. That's not what they're saying. They're saying you are the captain of your life. You get to make the decisions. I love what Jean said. That makes so much sense. But it feels good. It feels like a good move. And yeah.
Yeah, I got that feeling too. When I tuned in, I kind of saw the sun rising over the horizon, that it would be a whole new chapter But I also got the feeling, before Jean said go for a month, which I think is a great idea, to go with the eyes of how will, that a visit, to be a resident versus a visitor, to, if you visit again for a longer period, kind of key into what's it like for someone to try to fit into the culture there. And because, tourists have a different experience than residents, and just to see how open people are there, and how you could best, what you might need to do or know about the culture in order to fit in, to come to do a little bit of work of understanding the culture, and not really ingratiating yourself, but to show that you've made an effort to learn about their culture rather than just expecting, it to be more like here or whatever, or where you are now. And so I got the justice card, and it's about balancing, balancing all the things you need to balance when you're moving. And I also got the white owl, which is one of just like, this is kind of like a major arcana card. So this is good. It's also, it's actually a snowy owl, which is from the Northland, which is lots of wisdom and power there. So I think that's a wonderful card, and a yes card for you. And then I got the new earth, which is like a whole new world for you. So I think this is a really positive reading about doing it, but also being careful and taking time to prepare ahead of time, to make sure that the move, if and when you do it, will be as easy as possible. And we've already gone over a little. Ladies, do you have time for one more?
Yeah.
We just said we would do a question for Gray. If you have time, may I please ask for a reading on what's my next point of light, as in the next sign or guide point? It seems like a question, but that's what's forming. It's what's forming. Okay. What's the next point of light for Gray?
So, Gray, they're telling me that it comes from within inside of you. And I think it comes from relaxing and allowing. I feel like it's something that needs to bubble up from inside of you. It's not outside of you. And it's almost like a new phase or a new understanding or a new perspective will and I feel like maybe there's a guard that you need to let down, or a judgment that is important to let go of. Something that is within you that will change your frequency, that will help to raise the vibration for the vision to be where you desire. But I think it comes from within you, and that's what I got.
Yeah, I got, what they showed me was you as like a little bird, and just hopping down the branch and hopping down the branch and hopping down the branch, hopping to the next point. And even before that, they kept showing me feathers and feathers and feathers, feathers everywhere. What it felt like to me was, as you grow, I also felt like they didn't want to give it away. Like, this is kind of like a point of discovery for you too. But as you make these growths, for some reason, they just really brought it out to me that I would say at least two more points of light. And you're going to have to, if you're not already going out and doing this kind of work with people, you're going to have to be doing it. They showed me like these little MeWe fairs that I go to and read people. It feels like you're actually going to put whatever you're learning, whatever path you're on, you're going to start putting it to work. That seems to be a goal eventually. So
Beautiful. Well, I got just the same, especially as what Jean was saying. You are your own point of light. It's inside of you. And I saw a picture of you with a star, the light right above your head. And then when I drew cards, I got the Archangel of Strength saying, unleash your magic. And there's the light right on top of your head. And I also got the vulture that says, accept the inevitable, let go of the past, and welcome a rebirth. So maybe there's a little bit of clearing of old stuff to bring in this next point of light for you. But it looks like it's all right there. And I hope that was helpful, Gray. And I want to thank Terri Suzuki and SunPsychic Jean for being with us today. And I want to thank everybody who's come. We really, really appreciate the questions, and everyone who listens to this later or is lurking now. Thanks for being with us. But Terri, tell us what's up next for you.
I will be with Allie Martin. Not this Sunday, I don't think, but soon, like I want to say the 9th. I don't even know if that's the right date. But also, if you're in the Seattle area, this weekend, this Saturday, I'll be at the Angel of the Winds Arena in Everett doing readings.
Oh, wow.
I know it's really quick from being back, but somebody lost their booth, and I guess I was number one on the list to take it. So I said, okay, I'm doing it. And I'm going to have a show with Allie Martin about Japan, where I show you some of the pictures and some of the things I've been doing. So, and probably a little bit of spiritual stuff in that one. So.
And I'm going to interrupt just for a second to say congratulations. And this is such a good example of when the universe puts something in front of you, say yes, even though it's like maybe it hadn't fit into your plans, but good for you. That's a good example to all of us. And Jean, what's up for you?
I will be with Allie Martin on Friday. She's actually coming on my channel. We're going to have a beautiful spiritual discussion. And then I have the chakra class coming up on Saturday. And then the following weekend, I will be at the Pathways Natural Living Expo. And I'll be giving a talk there too. So I'm really excited. So there's lots of things coming up in the summer. I'm really looking forward to it.
That's fabulous.
What are you doing, Joan?
Well, I'm going to, I won't be on until a week from today. And that's with Jean and Gerald when we do Enlightened Empath. So that'll be fun. I keep promising I'll do more shows on my own, but I need to take Terri's example to heart and just move forward and just do it. So I'll make that promise now that I'll try to be a little bit more active. But anyhow, thank you all for coming, and we will see you next time. Mwah! Have a great rest of your day.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.